Welcome one and all to Molowak, brought to you by the Lawrence Hall of Science. How many of you guys have been to the Lawrence Hall of Science before? All right, but everyone else is going to be going after today, right? That's right.
Looks like we're going to have Peyton on the mold control up next.
Do you guys know how this game works? You guys have 30 seconds to press that button as many times as you can.
Do we have 4 players?
We do! Yep.
Looks like we do.
3, 2, 1, and go!
Audience, you can cheer them on. You can tell them when they're about to get one. Tell them We're at 190, 220, 220. You're doing really well.
Looks like everyone did a wonderful job. Don't forget to take your buttons home for use in your own electronics projects.
For Maker Faire 2015, TechHive created a giant Molowak game.
Molowak is whack-a-mole, but in reverse.
Everybody passing by, you should come make a button so you can play in the Molowak.
Kids of all ages would start by building a button. The buttons we developed are made of cardboard, aluminum foil, and wire.
How are we doing over here?
Visitors would then test their button at one of our many test stations. If their button was built properly, it would activate one of the mechanical cardboard theaters.
Looks like it is time to test things out.
With their working button in hand, visitors would line up to play Molowak.
Molowak was run by the TechHive teen interns. TechHive teen interns had many roles to fill throughout the day.
There was a materials person. They made sure that the button-making facilitators, also TechHive teens, had all the materials they needed. There was crowd control at both the front and back end of the experience. A teen worked the button testing stations to make sure all the kids went home with a working button. Then there were the MCs. They drew in the crowds and set the tempo for the entire experience.
Player 3. Player 4.
Test your button, Audrey.
And that's how Molowak ran at Maker Faire. Now we'd like to show you how it was made. To do that, let's back up a few months. Molowak started the way most projects start in TechHive, as a cardboard prototype.
We'll play around with it for a bit in our studio, and if we like it, we'll bring it up to the main floor of the Lawrence Hall of Science for testing.
Here's Andrew testing the prototype of the animatronic mole.
The public likes it. We'll move into production. That's where the TechHive teen interns come in. The teens are broken into teams, given a few skill building workshops, and then they get to work.
This team is creating the LED Molowak sign.
Okay, so every piece of tape that's next to each other, just make sure they're connected via slot. Oh, okay. That seems easy. Yeah.
This team is using Scratch to program the Molowak scoreboard.
Here's the team getting some measurements for the Molowak play structure.
The button-making activity is also tested with the public.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. This is part of the Maker Faire project here. We're about to make some buttons.
The button-making activity is refined and tested over and over again. Some teens built test stations. We thought this would be a fun way for visitors to test the quality of their buttons.
As the interns test, they gather all the user feedback they can. We make the necessary changes and then test again.
We test, observe, and redesign. Test, observe, redesign.
Over and over and over again.
Then, pretty soon,
Sophia hitting that big red button, whacking him with a cool noodle. Let's get a big cheer going for the last 5 seconds. Go! 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is game. Let's get a big round of applause for all the staff who have been bringing you the Molowak game all day. Sophia, high five, very well done. Excellent. 370 points. That is our final game. We are going to pack up. Thank you all for joining us at the Lawrence Hall of Science for Molowak. This Maker Faire.